Thank you to our excellent musicians. Well, good morning. It's great to be with you all today. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this wonderful MEC event. It makes such a difference when we're all together. We truly do get the opportunity to fellowship together, to talk about the issues that are important to all of us, and then what will we do in the future. So thank you for being the critical stakeholders in all that is going on in our state and how you too have made such a positive impact as we've all partnered together. I do want to take a moment and say this is October. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's important that we stop and think about that. We have so many Mississippians who are survivors. Many Mississippian women are going through the trauma right now being diagnosed. We had 18,000 new cases just this year alone. So it's important as stakeholders, as people, because they're our loved ones, our friends, our family members, that we need to be proactive. We have one of the highest death rates from breast cancer in the country, in our state. So I challenge everyone to go forth, talk to your loved ones, encourage all the women in your life to take that step and have a mammogram. So it has just been an incredible honor to serve as your Attorney General for the last 4 years. And I work with an amazing team. Many of you know the team members I have, and they are outstanding. And we come to work every day to make a difference. What will we do that changes somebody's lives? How will we uplift them? How will we empower them in a positive way? And so there have been great successes. But it's done with you all. It's with partnerships, with coalitions. How, again, we rally together for the better days to come in the state of Mississippi. So I just want to give you a few of the things that we've all done together. Certainly law enforcement is important for all of us. In Mississippi, we back the blue. The badge is important. The safety of everything that we do in all of our communities is key. So again, rallying behind and supporting our law enforcement. And in the AG's office, we've done a number of things, again, to enhance that, to have those partnerships really come together to make a united front and make a difference. Cyber Fraud Task Force. The task force, again, we know that cyber is an issue for all of us, whether it's individuals, whether it's business, and we have to police this internet highway. Because let me tell you, they're exploiting not only our vulnerable adults, but our children. We run the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force with members all across the state because those predators are after. They're going after our children day in and day out. And it's on us to save them and to lock those predators and pedophiles up. And we're doing that every day. We run the Special Victims Unit because we have victims. With every crime comes a victim. How do we help those victims? What do we do that enhances their lives and gets them back up and going? Because these victims are suffering, whether they've lost loved ones, been in a domestic violence situation, or it's a child or one of our vulnerable adults. So the Special Victims Unit is up and going. And I'll tell you, we've talked about this now for a number of years, but human trafficking. I hate to stand here today and tell you we still have it, but we're making a difference. Everybody in this room is making a difference. Everybody has risen to the occasion and recognizes we have human trafficking. But here's what we're doing about it. We've trained over 400 law enforcement officers across our state to be certified. What do they do when they see a victim? How do they recognize that? We're working hand in hand with our DA's office. How do we prosecute these predators? And so in the last few years, here's some of the great statistics. We've been able to arrest these predators to about 85 of them. We're going after them. Our first trial under these new human trafficking laws, we put that guy behind bars for 25 years with that conviction. Worked on 40 plus multi-jurisdictional operations across our state. And we've rescued over 300 of these victims. And so you all have been a part of that. It's called Be the Solution. It's Mississippi's own initiative, and we're working it together every day. So thank you for being engaged to continue to fight the good fight. Now I'll tell you, when we find these victims, we almost always are going to find drugs and weapons. And so let me talk about drugs for a moment. Drugs. We have an opioid epidemic in our state, in our country. And so again, we now have to rise to the occasion and try to go after these people that are bringing drugs into our state. to protect our Mississippians because they are pushing it monetarily into our states. Look, we're all border states now, right? The cartels are running our borders. The drugs are in the state of Mississippi within 48 hours. And so it's a significant issue we all have to face. Fentanyl being the top leader where we're losing individuals. Fentanyl is so strong, it's so potent. Some granules can even get into your skin and become lethal. It's much more potent than morphine and heroin. Last year alone, we lost 237 Mississippians to fentanyl overdose. That's alarming. We have to be engaged in that. We have to recognize if that happened today, and just like I'll use an analogy, if a big plane went out here in the parking lot and went down, we'd all rush out there and say, what happened? How do we keep that from happening again? What do we do? So we have to stand strong to fight this opioid epidemic, to go after these fentanyl drug pushers and make a hard stand. We just kicked off the One Pill Can Kill. I'll encourage all of you to participate in that as well, because you could save a life by participating, helping us get out the message, being willing to step into that arena and charge hard against these people that are pushing drugs in all of our communities. And it has no barriers. It goes after everyone. You all know me for a long time. I'm very pro-business. I'm excited about where we are in our state, the things that we have to look forward to, how we grow our workforce, how we keep those young people here, how we move Mississippi, continue to long into better and better days. And so I am so appreciative of everyone that's engaged in our economic and our business community. Thank you for all that you do. Now, occasionally there are a few bad actors in the business world, and we're going after them. Because if you're a bad actor and you're hurting Mississippians, get ready, because I'm going to go after you. I'll give you an example. Insulin. We have hundreds of thousands of people in our state that are insulin dependent. And yet those manufacturers of insulin, which I have sued all the three major manufacturers. I've also sued the three primary pharmacy benefit managers. And here's why. It costs 1,000% more to purchase insulin if you're a Mississippian than it did a decade ago. Our Mississippians can't afford that. So they're using expired insulin. They're getting it from across the border, or they're not using it at all. That's unacceptable when you have to choose whether you're going to pay your rent or get insulin for your child. So, bad actor, I'm definitely going after them to make a change there. There are some other bad actors. We're going after big tech. Big tech has come in to harm us. They want to censor Mississippians, but they really want to harm our children. And so we're not going to allow them to do that. Not protect those predators and those pedophiles that are online that are going after our children. So you'll see us continue to fight these social media platforms, to sue them, to stop that from taking advantage of our children and exploiting our children. Bad actors. Again, we've got a lot of great things that have happened in the last several years. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. The Dobbs case. We're now in the new Dobbs era. But we have work to do. We have to work on our child care to make it affordable and accessible. And I want to say to all of our legislators that are here, thank you for helping. Thank you for being there and making a difference. Getting tax credits. We have a broken adoption and foster care system. But our legislature has stepped up and worked together to empower. And so we have tax credits for adoption now. Passed the MAMA program, which is significant to have resources for our young mothers and our mothers-to-be. So we've got some other issues that we all have to stand strong on. Legislature passed the Fairness Act a few years ago. Well, we need to enhance that to protect the Women's Bill of Rights. Because again, in Mississippi, a woman is a woman and a man is a man, and it's that simple in biology. But yet we've got to be proactive because we see the push coming down for us to make a change. Same thing with parents. Parents' Bill of Rights. Parents need to know what is happening in their schools. The parents dictate the education of the children, not the schools. And so as a parent, you should always know what the curriculum is, what the activities are. So we got a lot of great things to do together. I am honored to serve as your Attorney General. Thank you for your support. Thank you for believing in our great state to make tomorrow an even better day. from Mississippi. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.